Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, a bunch of my orders came in. I have a 70-liter water tank, the biggest shower pan I can fit in the camper, some hoses, a 2.1 bar water pump over here, some fittings, a toilet, and the most important thing for me, the water heater. It can hold 10 liters of water, which you can dilute with some cold water, so you have 20 liters of water. That should be enough for a quick shower and some washing some dishes. So let's begin with the installation of the water tank. I have to drill some holes on it, mount it in the camper, so let's begin with that. I also did some wiring, so most of the wires on this side are in, just to get an idea how the lines from the water tank will run. Some for the mains voltage for shore power, all of that, and separated from that is the 12 volt wiring for the water pump and the light over there, and some for the water heater, and to the back.
Start it up.
So I have to stop here because that's all the laminate that was at the store, so I have to order some for those walls and also for this dividing wall and the back wall. And that's the shower pan, cut the size. I just laid it in there to get an idea where to route the water lines, water pipes, water hoses. They will go over the leg on the wall and down. There need to be some drains so I can empty the hot water heater, and also this tap over here which should go over the toilet. So you have a door here and you can place the emergency toilet into the shower pan and use it if you need to. Most of the wiring is connected. This will be the drain for the tank. The tank has a built-in pump which has 2.1 bar, that is about 30 psi of water pressure. It feeds through this line which has an incline, so all the water will drain to the other side of the wall where the bathroom is. There's a T in there that feeds the water heater, and this is the hot water side of it. This is a two-way water heater. It works with propane and also with shore power, so AC. These have to be connected, but I need to remove the water heater again when we are doing the siding, because I need to route out the hole on the siding for this and all the other things that are poking through the walls. I also painted the heater cover and finished the access through the bottom, so you can clean the valve or do some maintenance on it. And I grabbed some old drawers that are the same as on the kitchen and just glued them together and reinforced them from the inside with a piece of wood. Just glue the piece of wood in here on this side, glue them both together, screw them together, make this drawer. I found this three-way fridge freezer combo on Facebook Marketplace. It is missing the panel for the top, but I can make one, and I also printed already some knobs for the gas and the AC side. It's very clean, 70 liters. You can put a couple of things in it, so that should be fine. We will test it out if it works shortly. And as I mentioned last time, I printed some gas knobs for the propane burners that are looking great in my opinion. All the wiring for this side is also done. There you can see the main breakers for the shore power or main power, for the water heater, for the fridge, main in, and the GFCI or FI. And in the middle here is the 12 volt side, which has a main breaker on the bottom, and all the separate lights, fridge, freezer, then the water pump, and so on here. I use some online calculators to figure out the wire dimensions and the fuse sizes for each and everything. My dad helped with the main voltage side because I'm not too comfortable with that. This over here is just a temporary battery charger just to test out things, and that wiring is there for the charging circuit when you put this camper on the truck and charge it via the alternator when you drive. I have this battery, an old battery over here, just to test things out. This is just temporary, so no worries there. Let's hook it up and see what we have. Let's turn on this switch. So let's try something simple. You already seen the lights over there, all along the upper cabinet, which is dimmable. That works great. And this is it with the lights off. I choose this RF remote thing because I want one over there on the wall somewhere. When you come in, you can turn it on, and one also over at the bed, so you can turn it off or make it cozy. This is the control for the heater. Of course it's cold, but that works. And this is the DC outlet for the USB and the 12 volt side. I like that it's switchable, so I don't have any lights shining at night. Let's test the heater. Yep, that works. Probably you can see the flame down there. So this is great news. Let me turn on the fridge and we will test it out in half an hour or so, but you don't have to wait, so here it comes. Now let's check these gas burners. Ooh, nice. Other side. I know this doesn't look like much, but this is a huge milestone in this build to get all the things in and wired up and also working. So the next thing is the bathroom. I have to wait for those to arrive at the store, the laminate and also the sink and some other things over there. But until then, guys, thank you so much for watching. Huge thanks to my Patreons for sticking with me, and see you guys soon. Bye.